So are you saying it's okay that if you take a leap and you fall flat in your face, it's okay? Because I think, there's a misconception that, you know, you didn't do your homework or
Yeah,
you
no, I think like failure is actually the like other side of the coin of success. And I wouldn't be the leader I am. I wouldn't be the person I am without failing a lot in my life. And I think the difference in embracing failure is, do you learn from it?
yes.
And I think that's not just the big stuff, right? That's the little stuff. Are you able, when you make a mistake, to say I made a mistake,
Yeah.
to figure out and understand, how to do something differently. And so I tell my team all the time, I fail, I make mistakes a million times a day.
Sure.
I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of mistakes, and I'm not afraid of failure. And I don't want other people to be, because frankly, like, every entrepreneur has failed.
Mhm.
Every single entrepreneur has failed or has missed the mark or made a bad decision. Even our most successful entrepreneurs that like we hold up in society, as long as you don't, in that failure or in that mistake, kind of lose your core values, your moral compass, um, you can pick yourself up and get back.
Awesome. And you mentioned about your core people, your community, your
Yeah.
mentors. What advice would you say as far as how to build that? Because, oftentimes people think, hey, if I could only meet Simon Sinek, if I could only meet this person that's, well in reach, then, how do you build your core of people that kind of act as I don't know, the elders or your sounding board, you know?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I think you go to people for different things. I have a group of girlfriends who are senior leaders in our space, who are all moms, who like I go to, when I'm trying to make tough decisions about my kids, or because they have sort of a sphere of reference and like experiences that make it, create that space for me. And so I think you have to do it both personally and professionally. I often say my social capital is infinite. I all the time take random people on LinkedIn asking me for a half an hour of my time, for kind of career advice or thing or anything like that, because I think it's really important that you do that. Especially, I'll be honest with you, I have a very special place in my heart for women and women in technology. As somebody who worked in NatSec and worked in technology, I was often the only woman in the room. People often thought I was there to take the notes and not lead the project. And so, we have a huge problem in the education space that our leadership is not representative, of the folks who are in front of our classrooms, and whether that is gender or whether that's lived experience or whether that, is reflective of the context in the community that folks are teaching. And we in the education space need to do a better job of not just attracting a diverse group of educators, but creating pathways, sponsorship, mentorship, and opportunities for folks to continue to grow in their career, or when they want to make that leap,
Yes.
feeling like they have somebody to help them, who's going to give them that advice. So, any of your listeners who are listening, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm always happy to give some time. Might take a little time to get on my calendar, but I promise I will make the time.
I mean, I
Um,
to you and I'm thankful for this opportunity because it's it's really taking that risk to say, hey, I think this is an opportunity for me to learn. There's something about this individual that can help expand understanding and also hopefully expand my perspective of what my what is out there because like you said in that space there's definitely not equality. There's definitely a lot of room for growth,
yeah.
and